What's going on? How's everybody doing? Gabber, what's up? Jay Ross. We got 200. Do I want to hear a joke? Yeah, thank you. Bill Mill. I'm gonna get my wife on here for the first time to say hi. She's nervous. What's up, Dave? What's going on, Nathan Carr? How you doing?
Did he just call you Peckerwood?
Yeah. You'd love to see me do some fab work on your bug. Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah, he just explained that to me.
We know. She doesn't. Love to see you do some fab work on your car. I might do some fab work in a minute, but I was going to get my wife on here to say hi. This is my wife, Samantha.
Hello. What are you doing to that door? Hi, Kat.
There you go. Do I have an English wheel? Yeah, I just picked one up a couple weeks ago. What's up, Mazda?
Is that a bug back there?
Yes, that is a bug back there. The understanding better half, for sure. I would not be able to spend as much time as I do out here doing this without her.
Y'all swing? What kind of motor are you putting in it?
What kind of motor am I putting in it?
A 2276 stroker air cooled. Thank you, Dave.
This is very interesting. Yeah, hopefully I can get the build done for SEMA next year. That's the goal. There's a fuck ton of work that needs to be done.
Thank you, DMF.
What's up, Randy? Thank you.
I like your beard. Stop distracting us with your wife. Cars only. Hi, Jeffrey.
Yes, she is very distracting. What's up, North Korea?
How do you read all these?
Very quickly.
Hi, Steve from Chicago.
Yeah, what's going on, Chicago?
We hear something loud.
Soul on two wheels. Yeah, it's a bug. It's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Highly modified, airbagged, stretched, tons of work. I'm redesigning the entire body right now, mostly the rear end. Sub Nowhere, Alabama.
Deborah Snug says, will you date me? Me or him?
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
We're in Idaho.
Randy, what's the nearest city? Caldwell. Putting a Coyote in a 93 Fox, that's nice.
Yeah, where the potatoes are from, Aaron. Everybody wants to see your head tattoo.
I know. Everybody always wants to see the head tattoo.
Is he my dad? No, he's not my dad. Hi, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Lambo doors.
2276. Stroker, air cooled.
You gotta read the question and then answer.
Why? He said what motor's going in it.
I know.
In a different way. He could be Zaddy though.
What's up, D?
What colors are you gonna do?
The main body will be sprayed in satin black truck bed liner, and then there's going to be purple accents of electric purple. So this will be the purple accent color, and then the interior is going to be metallic purple and black Cayman alligator.
Thank you, God love peace. I love my hair too.
It's faux alligator skin, it's vinyl.
Deborah, we're married. Oh, he thought it was real alligator skin.
No, it's vinyl. Daniel, the engine will be prepped out for twin turbos. I can't afford the turbos right now, so it'll be NA until I can, and then I'll bolt them on and tune it.
Thank you, Raleigh. Your wife has a stronger jawline than you do. Wayne, I don't ride motorcycles. He does. How did you two meet?
How did we meet? We were neighbors. That's the fastest, only explanation you're getting.
Yeah. Enrique, he is 38 and I'm 34. Like the space between your teeth, sister.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we have too many kids, actually.
Yeah, we've been together
15.
going on 16 years.
What products do you use in your mustache? You gotta tell him that.
What products do I use in my mustache? Bad Juju Beards. They're on TikTok, YouTube. He has a website, Bad Juju Beards. He has the best beard products. He hand makes it all, bottles it, and ships it right to you. I've tried dozens and dozens of beard products, and Bad Juju Beards has the best.
Hi, Argentina. They're unvaxxed, that's why they look so good. No disrespect, bro, but your wife is beautiful. Thank
Yes,
you.
she is. Very.
Hi, India. It's hard to read all of them.
I know. They go fast too. What's up, Texas? Are the tattoos to look tougher? No.
They're just cool. Thank you, Blake.
Redneck wants to see the VW.
Miguel, we're from Idaho. All love, but show us the bug.
I know. Did you use the universal Lambo doors, then had to modify the door? Yes. And the Volkswagen. Are you guys ready to look at the car now?
Everybody's like, yeah, I just want to see the car. Dude.
Everybody wants to see the car.
Bye.
Say bye.
See ya.
So I had to build an entire subframe inside the front trunk to mount the hinge to. Because there's no framework. It's a unibody, one-piece stamp. There's not even a inner and outer structure together. There's just an outer. So I had to build a subframe inside, mount the hinge. Then I had to widen the quarter panel 2.5 inches, and then modify everything to make them work. But they work good.
Get out of here.
Right now I'm trying to figure out placement for the roof snorkel. Originally I was going to come back here a ways, but I think I'm going to push it all the way forward so that it's flush with the sunroof. The hood scoop's where I'll be hiding the headlights. And I'm widening the rear quarter panels, really the whole car. I'm redesigning the entire rear end. So it'll be 6.5 inches wider back here. How'd I get the car? I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. It was a really cheaply done Baja style, but I got rid of all the fiberglass and put it all back steel, plus tons of modifications. Will it be matte black paint? The main body will be sprayed in satin black truck bed liner. How much time is it going to take to complete Mad Gaming? I want to try and get it done and take it to SEMA next year. So I've got about 12 months. Drivetrain. It has a Pro Street built VW transaxle. It's an IRS converted to swing, reinforced, welded throwout, welded gears. Anyway, it's built to handle the 2276 stroker air-cooled engine that I'm going to be putting in it. So it'll be around 200 horsepower at about 1,800 pounds weight. So the power to weight ratio is going to be huge. Crypto Jess, what's going on? Will I keep her or sell her? Everything's for sale, you know, for the right amount of money. But the plan is to keep it and use it to showcase my talent, to bring in clients, so that I can just build cars full time. It's street. Did I change the shape of the windows? No, factory glass will go right back in. I'll be building a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Yeah, lung burn. I hope they're surprised when they see that door in public. I mean, that's the whole idea, right? Like, I like everything different. I mean, look at me. I don't want what everybody else has. You know, full custom. Wanted to build a Street Fighter Beetle for years now. Ricky Howard, what's going on? Yeah. It's getting there. And now I just gave myself a deadline of basically 12 months, 10 and a half, let's say, to try and get it to SEMA next year. Stinky Bunny says, what is it, a toaster? Yeah, fast as fuck toaster. That's what it is. Are there cars and coffee style meetups near you? I really don't know. I don't go out much. I work constantly. Between my normal career, YouTube, TikTok, the merch store, designing and fabricating a car on top of learning how to design and fabricate a car, I try to make it to, in the valley here, a handful of car shows every season to show face, but other than that, I'm way too busy. I'm over here trying to build an empire, and it takes a lot of time to do that. Bluefish, I'll be building a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. The main body will be sprayed in satin black truck bed liner with purple accents. Yes, it's a bug with a factory hand crank sunroof. You guys want me to close the door? Are the original front fenders going back on it? No, I've stretched the car 10.5 inches, the wheelbase, not the body, the front beam. So the front fenders wouldn't fit anyway, but no, I'm leaving it open wheel. And then I also had to reverse hinge the front hood to make room for the Lambo door hinges. So the hood opens this way now. Yeah, you can see the back of the car, Dixon. Hold on one second. So there's the hood. What's up, dumpster fire? You have to go back in the playback. I just had my wife on here. It was funny. Yeah, let's go check out the back. Thanks, JB's Title Shop. Wade F, what's up? Here's the back. Hold on, dumpster fire. Let me see if I can get her back out here. She's all embarrassed. This is my wife.
Who am I saying hi to? Hi.
Dumpster fire right there.
Hi, dumpster fire. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was missing dumpster fire's name for like ever.
And then he was finally like, dude, it's dumpster fire.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I'm not a word scientist. I build cars. How many hours did the panels take? Too many, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
We would look badass on the cover of car magazines. Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, hopefully I can get my car on the cover of a magazine.
Yes.
So tell everybody. What's up, Boozer? Fab and Fix, for not knowing what you're doing a good job for sure. And yeah, and that's why I keep doing it. You know, I like to figure it out. Yeah, get them. Get the God of War tattoos. I know you will, dumpster fire. Thank you. What's up, Croatia? Sydney?
Australia, that's cool.
Yeah. They come in from everywhere.
Nice to meet you, Rambler.
Yeah, Rambler 47. He's been watching for a while.
No, I don't. I take care of the kids, cook, work, feed
Me.
him.
Takes care of me.
Yeah, he's one of the kids.
The car's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Thanks, Carl.
We're located in Idaho.
Church Fire says, "No, there's a power couple if I ever saw one." We agree.
Yes. Yes, I do put up with him.
She puts up with my obsessive work.
Oh, yes, we are in the garage. I'm originally from Idaho. He's from San Jose.
Yeah, dumpster fire. I'm gonna try and get it to SEMA 2025. That's the goal. It's a very tight deadline for me, but I'm gonna give it everything I got. What's up,
Hi,
Grease?
I was gonna say hi, Grease.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hi, Nick. We're in Caldwell. Don't let me go. Are you welder by trade?
No, I'm a self-taught fabricator. My normal day job, I am a journeyman electrician.
Hi, California. The deadline will be tight for sure.
Yeah, dumpster
Yeah.
fire. I know. Thanks for reminding me. No pressure. All right, we can get back to the car. Say bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh yeah, Sandpoint. I'll see you later, dumpster fire. Thanks for stopping by. See you later, Rambler. Power plant. I'll be building a 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine, mounted in the back where it goes. Do you do it all in your garage? Right here. Yes, I do. It is very limited space. I got about 2 feet around the car to walk around in. Most of my metal fab is right here on the floor because I don't have a table big enough to put sheets of metal on. Oh, dumpster fire. Say bye to her. Good. Chill. Watch. Enjoy. So, I gotta delete this drip rail before I go any farther with the fab because I think I'm at a point to where I'm gonna start welding sheets to the car. And once I do that, I'm not gonna be able to get in there to finish welding the fender because it's just tacked, spot welded right now, or delete the drip rail. So I'm gonna have to cut this buck off that I mocked up on there, which is kind of shitty because when I made it, most of it's not under tension. I bent the pieces to fit, but some of it is under tension, so I think it's gonna get out of whack when I cut it off the car. But I've got my general idea and layout of what I'm gonna do, and my next step in the build process is to just build it in real time and let it, finish itself. So I got to cut the buck off, delete the drip rails, which I'm probably going to do today or tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to start up here with laying out the snorkel. Now, originally, I was going to put it about halfway back between the sunroof and the rear window. But now I think I'm going to move it all the way forward to right here on the rear window. Or the sunroof. Right up to the sunroof seam. It's sitting in the seam right now just so it'll stand up, but it'll move back about half an inch from there. But I think it gives it good proportions with the brake vent bump outs and the flying buttresses on the side, and I think that that's a really good spot. It looks really good from the side and the back and the front. It also kind of makes the car look longer. How heavy? So I've been really conscious about what I've cut away and what I'm putting back. Okay. I mean, obviously, this is an art piece, but at the same time, I want it to be as fast as possible while being an art piece, while looking the way I want it to look. So I'm hoping to keep it within 1 to 200 pounds of stock weight, so 2,000 pounds or less. Stock's 1,800 pounds. So, but with the air tank, compressor, all the lighting, the extra steel is almost 1-for-1 what I've cut away, because I've cut away a lot. Pretty much anything that wasn't structural got cut out. The front trunk, the whole front end, the rear's been bobbed, the floor's been cut out of the engine bay, those lips, so it's pretty much just the rear firewall and 2 little side pieces that are left. Dumpster fire, it's looking killer. Gonna be one of the badass bugs. Yeah, I hope so. I hope to get a lot of attention. Fate buried beneath. I'll be building a 2276 stroker. What's up, BB? Thanks, Integrity. Yeah, this is a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, highly modified, at least what's left of one, which isn't much. I've pretty much modified every piece, including the drive gear. Really, the only thing, the only sheet metal I haven't touched yet or plan on touching is the door skin. The door skin itself will be the only original piece left. Cody Peterson, do something like this for your caddy. Get out there and do it. Ain't nobody stopping you but you. Reaper, will you put front guards back on? No. Open wheel. Yes, the engine's in the back, Integrity, where it goes. White walls, no. No, this car is going to be blacked out with purple accents. I just found my gauges this morning that I'm going to use for the air system and, speedometer, attack, fuel, oil pressure, temperature, all that stuff. I found some blacked out gauges that have purple backlights and matching black flush mount buttons that have purple halos on them. John Boyle, what's going on? Reaper, like rat rod style. Yeah, so I have a very specific and unique style and way that I like things to look. And it's just a mash of all my favorite parts of all the different styles put into one. Now, rat rods typically are rusty, welded together out of things that aren't normally used for that, repurposed things. This won't be like that, but as far as the proportions of a rat rod, the general shape and styling of them, yeah, that definitely carries over into the way that I build things. But the best way that I can describe it, and I tell people, is that it's like a dirty clean. I like everything finished and painted and upholstered. I like all that. I just like it done differently than your standard run-of-the-mill way. So it's kind of a dirty clean, because rat rods are real dirty, and show cars are really clean, and I'm somewhere in the middle of all of that. Definitely on the darker gothic, like battle bug, or battle anything for that matter, end of it. But it's so far I've never seen anybody build anything in the specific way that I like to design and build things artistically. Yeah, rat rods are cool. They're cool as fuck, and you can see it carry over, open wheels, slam body, stretched front end, But then there's a little bit of classic hot rod. I've got the big wide meats in the back and the skinny tires up front. There's a visor like on a Baja. There's Lambo doors, rear wide body, like a Rocket Bunny or, one of the other ones. Yeah, the front wheels will be left open wheel. Again, it's just a mix of all my favorite parts smashed into one car. My running 12s or 10s in the back. My back is 325 50 15s. So they are 16 inches wide sidewall to sidewall. They're massive. They're 27 and a half inches tall. I think the tread pattern's 14. 12 or 14 for the tread pattern, but they've been stretched onto here. So sidewall to sidewall, they're 16 inches. Dude, can I do another walk around? Of course I can. So the front beam's been stretched 10 and a half inches, dropped 4 inches. I designed my own airbag system, drop swing links in the back for D2500 double convoluted airbags. The front is air struts. So the car right now sits 1 inch off the ground in the front, and because the Baja cage to protect the motor is not on, the rear lowest point is 4 inches off the ground right now, but it'll be 2 inches after the Baja cage gets put on. So it's pretty much on the ground. Originally, I had it sitting on the ground, and then I thought, if for some reason my air system fails, I want to be able to push it to the side of the road and not just be pole vaulted into the asphalt You know, I designed and fabricated a 3/16 skid plate underneath the front, just in case. But Lambo doors, this is all highly modified. I had to reverse hinge the front hood, so the hood opens this way now, to make room to build a subframe for the Lambo door hinges to bolt to. And then I had to redesign, engineer, and fabricate the entire moving quarter panel with the door and the louvers, everything to hide it, while still giving me access to adjustment and mounting hardware, which has to be accessed from the outside of the car. So this was definitely a challenge, form and function and artistic design. Mark Midrio says that's fab work. Yeah, it is. And on top of that, I am a self-taught fabricator. I have no formal training. I don't have any clue what I'm doing at all. I get the tools, I do the research, and I figure it out. And I mess a lot of shit up, but I get over it and do it again and again and again until it works. You know, sometimes reluctantly, but I just figure it out, you know. I mean, if I was a professional and had, you know, years of formal training, this process would probably be a whole lot faster. But it's not. Almost everything you guys see me do, almost everything, I am learning to do it while you're watching me do it. Can we see the rear? Yeah. So I'll be building the snorkel on top. That's going to be the vent for it right there. You can see it standing up right there. And then it's going to raise the roof line 2.5 inches all the way back. And then I'll be widening the rear quarters with these flying buttresses 6.5 inches. So they will be a full air pass through. You can see right there. It'll just be open in there, and then this will be a 3-dimensional flying buttress that will attach back to the car. A lot of supercars have them. Typically, they're to bring air into the mid-engine or cool the brakes, one of the two. But they're usually lower on the car, like this brake vent down here. They're somewhere in that range. I moved it all the way to the top of the car. And you can see I'll be building a visor over the rear window, and then I'll be doing double spoiler right on the back. Kind of a whale tail style is the idea. They might be straight. I might turn them up a little bit. I don't know. When I start welding metal to it, the car will tell me what it wants and needs proportionally to make everything flow, and it'll just happen naturally, organically. I just picked up an English wheel a couple weeks ago. It's back there. I used it a little bit to create that panel. I am not good enough. I was going to try and make it in as little pieces as possible, the entire rear of the car. But time-wise, it's going to take me longer to learn how to do that than it is to just cut it up in smaller pieces. And I'm trying to go and get this done. Are you in the States? You have to do a Californication for the mods. New Zealand, we would have to take photos, have it all documented, and get a cert for all the mods. No, yeah, I'm in the States. I'm in Idaho, USA. And out here, we're pretty fucking free. They don't really care. You got lights, run it. I mean, that's pretty much the consensus. You have headlights, rear running, and brake lights are really the only three. Oh, and mirrors. You have to have one mirror. So that's it. We don't even have to have turn signals. We can stick our arm out the window and do our turn signals here. What part of Idaho? I'm in Caldwell. What's up, D? Wipers, no windshield. No windshield. I mean, no wipers with a windshield. But again, first I gotta delete these drip rails. What motor? 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine, mounted in the back where it goes. As a Volkswagen should. Do I have to do a safety inspection? No, not here. So if I was to build the car from scratch, build a frame, build everything from scratch that has no title, then yes, I would have to pass a safety inspection, which is more of a formality. And then I would have to petition to get a VIN number stamped, which I've done before for motorcycles, and it's a process. It takes like a year. But if you start with a legal titled vehicle, no, you don't have to do anything. What's up, New Jersey? What will my project look like? The coolest car you have ever seen. That's what it'll look like. Yeah, Reaper says that's awesome. Free range. Yeah, pretty much to a point, right? So technically you're supposed to have fenders to drive on any road, right? But here for hot rods, they kind of give you a pass. But if you're being an asshole and you're doing burnouts on public roadways, or sliding into corners, or just being obnoxious, then it can cause troubles. There's ways that they can give you a ticket or impound your car or whatever. But I mean, moral of the story is just don't be a dipshit and enjoy your car. Drive like a normal person. We have places to go if you want to do burnouts, or if you want to race, or we got I think 3 circle tracks and 2 eighth mile, or maybe a quarter mile and an eighth mile, all within 20-30 minutes of here. So Killian, like the name, by the way. But being a dumbass is my favorite part. Sometimes it's my favorite part too, but it's all about time and place. We have places to go be an idiot, where you're not on public roadways. What's up, Buick? What am I working on? This is a highly modified 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Full custom. Every panel. How much negative camber is on the wheel? I don't know. I haven't measured it. But the thing about, if you know anything about Volkswagen swing axles, you can't drive the car like this for long distances. Okay, because in the old swing axle, Volkswagen transaxle, the gear oil in the transmission travels down the axle tube, and that's what lubes your wheel bearings. So I can roll into shows or drop it and go down the street, but I'm gonna have to, get the air in it and raise it back up so I don't burn out wheel bearings. So this is aired out right now. This is slammed all the way down. I leave it like this for clearance measurements. When I'm modifying things, I know this is the lowest it's going to go, so if it doesn't hit here, you know, it's not going to hit at all. You can isolate that so that it don't happen. As far as lubing the wheel bearings, I really don't know. Boosted Datsun. Do you really have a boosted Datsun? Or is that just your name? He says new tattoo suggestion, bean burrito teardrop. Sorry, I got tons of comments rolling in, guys. There's, you know, a couple hundred people in here. Jimmy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just a guy in my garage that likes to build things. Really cool things. So I think the snorkel placement's gonna be right there. And then that whole roof line's gonna come up. I'll be building a 2276 stroker. Why is TikTok trying to kick me off now? There we go. Are these Viking tattoos? They are Nordic tattoos, yes. Wife says Nordic or wood, though. I mean, is there a difference? What's up, Michael O. Jackson? What motor? I'll be building a 2276cc stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine, mounted in the back where it goes. Irish is a different. Yeah, Irish is different than Nordic. Still runes. They're just done differently. What's up, Whitey Hack? What's up? Risk? What's going on? You want good beer products? Go to Bad Juju Beards. He's got the best stuff. He hand makes, bottles, all of it. Good price. But it's out of the dozens I've tried, Bad Juju Beards has the best stuff. His wax is the best. His oil's the best. Warrior of Odin 23, Skull. This Thor's goat's gonna pull it, wouldn't that be fucking cool? Yeah, life. Do I race? No. Mark says, what's the arrows mean? What arrows? Phrase cats. What motor? I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled, Volkswagen engine. Prepped out for twin turbos. Boosted Datsun. You got any videos? Go check out my page. Hundreds of videos. You gotta translate to English for me on YouTube. Oh, on my face? These are bind runes. They're runes, the Nordic alphabet. They're, for lack of a better word, magic spell, I guess would be the best way to put them. How many hours do I have in a car? I've been working on this car for about a year and a half in my free time. I don't do this full time. That averages out to about 8 hours a week. So really not that long, considering I'm building an entire car from the ground up, redesigned, hand fabricated, and I have no idea what I'm doing. What are you drinking, a beer? No, no, Diet Mountain Dew. No, alcohol is for after work. Am I a mechanic? No, not professionally. Can I build an engine? Yes. Boosted Datsun, blow through turbos. Twin blow through turbos is what I want to get, but they're too expensive. So for now, I'll prep the engine for up to 10 pounds of boost, and then I'm going to run it NA with a dual 40 mil carbs, 2-barrel carbs. Yeah, you guys want a close up of the door opening? So it is strut assisted, but you have to initiate the lift, and then the strut will take over. Boosted the trans ratio. So I don't remember the numbers on the transmission. I did not build it. I had it built for me. I'll be building the engine and the rest of the car. I'm not doing the upholstery on the seats. I'll do the door cards, headliner, carpet, but I'm having the seats sewn. And then I had a friend of mine who builds race transmissions for these, for the top Volkswagen Bug race teams in America. So he built it, and I cannot remember what the numbers are on it, but he also knew very specifically my tire size and the engine that I was building and what I was trying to accomplish, and I trust him that it's built correctly. He's been building them for, I think, 40 years, so I don't have the stats on my transmission. What I do know is that it is a IRS case converted to swing, one-piece boot, chromoly axles, reinforced, because it's an IRS case, and then welded throw-out bearing and welded gears. That's as much as I know. Bry guy, I hear of ever heater. No, that's my air exchanger. There's no heater in here. Right now, I'm fully insulated all the way around. It stays, like right now it's 62 degrees in here, and outside is outside is about 40 right now. No, 4-speed. Yeah, 4-speed manual. Old school carbs. I'll be running dual 40s. The Dustin Bradley. The engine, the size engine that I'm building can handle 48s, no problem. But I'm choking down the carburetors to get some more torque because I have to turn these giant track tires. These are Nito track slicks that are DOT approved for the street. They have a very minor 16th inch deep tread on them, but they're super sticky. They should hook and book, no problem. I'll be building a 2276. When do you need mailmen? When do you need spot weld versus run a bead? You always need to run a bead, but spot welds are just to hold the panels together so that they don't shift when you weld them, when you fully bead them in. Yes, these are bind runes on my cheeks. They are a combination of runes put together into one symbol. 10-inch wide rims. No, these are, I think these are, I think they're 15 by 15 in the back, if I remember right. The tires that are on there are 325 50 15s, and they're stretched onto that rim. I snowboard. Do I sell them or just make them for myself? This one I am making for myself, but everything is for sale, you know, for the right price. This is to showcase my talents so that I can hopefully get clients and open up a shop. On thinner metals, you always have to run a series of spot welds. Yes. Yeah. On sheet metal, you stack your tacks. You stack them. You know, you tack, and then you tack the edge of that tack so that the puddle will overlap that one. And you stack and you move, which is why none of this is fully welded. Because the only time I fully weld something is if I'm not going to be able to access it later. Like when I build these flying buttresses on the side of the car, all that inside of there is going to have to be fully welded before I build the outer body. But yes, you stack your tacks and you only do, depending if you're TIG or MIG, right? MIG creates a lot more heat. TIG is an isolated heat zone. So TIG, you can go a lot farther. You can actually run a bead on sheet. MIG, you can't, it's too hot. So even turned down, but to get the correct penetration, it's a different form of welding. Anyway, you stack your tacks and you only want to do about maybe a 2-inch spot, and then you want to move to the opposite side of the car. Let that cool down, or you're going to start warping sheet metal. Thanks, Boosted Dawson. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is going to look really cool when it's done. TIG when you can. TIG is the preferred way for sure. It's just better all around when it comes to welding thin metal or various types of metal. What year is it? It's a 67. But I'm not a professional welder. And MIG was what I gravitated towards because it was the fastest to learn. And it's very versatile. I can weld all my brackets. I can weld heavy metal, thick metal. I can weld sheet metal. It's just a versatile machine. It just takes longer. Haven't seen my stream in 2 months. Noah Price. I'm live every weekend. Every Sunday I go live. What's considered thin metal? Anything thinner than an 1/8 inch I would consider thin metal. Somebody else might have a different opinion on that, but pretty much anything. I think 1/8 inch is when you start shifting into plate and not sheet. I snowboard. When I was a kid, you could find bugs for $500. Miss those days. Yeah. Wish I was there. What's up, Gonzalez? Mailman. Yeah. Just figure it out. But yeah, next step, I gotta delete these rails. I've got the round rod filler up here. I'm gonna pull it down and start cutting. I'll probably do the other side first because there's no mock-up on the other side. Yeah, still rear engine. It'll be a 2276 cc stroker, air-cooled, mounted in the back where it goes. Am I gonna throw a hoop or a cage in it? No, no roll cage, no seat belts. I like to live life dangerous. You know, if it's my day, it's my day. I'm not worried about it. Well done. Can't wait to see it complete next week, right? I fucking wish. But no. Do the doors operate? Yeah. Yeah, the doors operate. Well, I take that back. Not the doors, the door operate. Yeah, the engine's in the back. That's cool. You know how to do that. I didn't. I just figured it out. I am completely self-taught. Everything you see me do, that's the first time I've ever done that. Almost everything I do. VW, Richard. How long have I been working on it? About a year and a half. But I went from the ground up. So the front beam has been completely stripped down, modified, reassembled, painted. It's in. The whole pan has been repaired and sealed and dynamatted, and the transmission, the Y. I designed my own drop swing links and airbag supports. It's fully airbagged. The whole underneath the car is done. Thanks for the gift. And now I'm working my way around the car from the front driver's side, around the back to the other side with all the fabrication body modifications. Once the body's done, I'll start plumbing and wiring. The interior will be last. Yes, I have hand fabricated all this metal for the wide body. Power plant. I'll be building the 2276 cc stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine mounted in the back where it goes. Prepped out for twin turbos. Still have the roof to weld. Yeah, I have the roof to design, fabricate, and weld. You would love to do that with yours, but don't know where to start. Nobody's stopping you but you. Grab a piece of metal, get out there, weld it on. Figure it out. Thanks, Richard. EJ, DM me, send me a message. I'll check it out when I get off here. Main man had a 2276 in his 65 with 44 IDFs. Yeah, I'll be running 40s to start with until I can save up for the twin turbos. Richard, you'll get to see the entire thing. Go back through the videos, check them out. You can watch up until now. With the turbos, yeah, I'll be running EFI, which is part of the reason why it's so expensive. The setup that I want, I think, is like four to 6 grand, so it's a lot. What part of the country? Boosted Datsun. I'm in Idaho. Yeah, you like the hood ornament? Got the knuckles on there. Ever built any motorcycles? Yes, I built a lot of motorcycles. This is my first car. You can go check out my page. I just reposted one of my old motorcycles that I built. It's black and green. You can check it out on there. It's not that far back in the video list. What are you looking at? It's a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. At least what's left of one. Highly modified, every piece. Wide body, Lambo doors, stretched front, raked, airbagged, 16-inch wide track tires in the back. I'm redesigning the entire rear end and widening it 6.5 inches and putting a snorkel on it. Tons and tons and tons of work. What's the Vegas show called again? SEMA. I want to go to SEMA next year. 2025, first week in November. That's my goal. It is a extremely tight deadline for me. I do all the work myself, so I'm not 100% convinced that it's going to happen, but I'm going to give it everything I got to meet that deadline. Can I give some tips on welding the panels? I mean, really, it's just trial and error. So if you're MIG welding, you're probably going to want your voltage around 17, give or take, but every welder is different. Every technique a person uses with their hands is different. So but you want to go low. Just get a test piece. Get 2 pieces that you have cut off or whatever and weld them together. Make sure that you got penetration on the backside when you weld. And then there's different ways. You can lap weld, you can plug weld, or you can butt weld. And all are fine. Lap weld or a plug weld, you're gonna have to use body sealer on to make it watertight. But if you're trying to get a smooth, perfect finish, then you're gonna want to butt weld, but that's also the hardest of them. I'll be building the 2276 stroker, air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Faux show. I seen you. Talk about the snorkel. The snorkel is pure aesthetics. It is form over function. I need more body to make the car proportionally correct in my eyes. So I need the roof line to raise up. I need more car. So I'm doing that, and I'll just be doing it artistically. So there'll be either a grill or lights inside there, like roof rack lights on an off-road vehicle. Something will fill that opening. I'm not sure what yet. I'm still trying to design the body itself and make everything tie in and flow all the way through proportionally, and get all the angles just right. I've got a good general idea for the buttress. I'm just a little confused on how I'm going to attach that snorkel to this buttress. How's that going to flow? And I think what I'm going to end up doing is just doing it in real time. So I'll start with what I do know, and I'll build off of that, and it will just it'll just create itself. F1 snorkel style, exactly. Again, this is a mash of all my favorite parts of different styles of cars smashed into one car. Can I keep the snorkel inside hidden? Yeah. So it's going to be a race car. Yeah, kind of. It's going to look like a race car, and it will be fast. It doesn't have the suspension of a race car. It has airbags. Richard says, I'd like to see what you do to a Carmen Ghia. Me too. Or a square body. Square back. Yeah, it had the auto stick. It is a weird transmission and not a good one in my opinion. Mark, I'll be building a 2276 stroker. Air-cooled Volkswagen engine. Did I build a weight box in the front? Beam to prevent lift at speed helped mine substantially. Yes, I did. Yeah, I have a tray in the front that I can add weight to if I need to. If the wheelie popping and all that is too much. Yeah, I can close the door, Alex. Not a lot of physical progress has been done recently. It's been a lot of designing, a lot of staring at the car, trying to figure out how to make the shapes and make it look cool. But I think I'm finally at the point where I can start welding metal to it and figure out the rest as I go. All right, I'm gonna get off here for now. I'll be live Sunday morning, and I'll see you guys then.